Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be reading
Demon Dentist by David Williams. And if you're above 4 or 5, good, because this is kind of a horror story, so let's get into it.
So look at
Demon Dentist.
this.
Look, beware, this is a horror story with quite a lot of made-up words. Let's go to the character description. Meet the characters in this story. Dad, Alfie's dad. Alfie, a boy with rotten teeth. Miss Root, a dentist. Gabs, a little girl. Winnie, a social worker. Miss Hare, a science teacher. Raj, a news agent. PC Plank, a policeman. Texting boy, a boy who never stops texting. Mr. Gray, a headmaster. Mr. Snood, a drama teacher. Mr. Morrissey, an old lady. Chapter 1, a simple case of toothache. Alfie hated going to the dentist. As a result, the boy's teeth was almost as yellow as one. Almost all yellow. The ones that weren't yellow or brown, they bore the stains, all of the goodies that children love, but dentists hate. Sweet fizzy drinks, chocolate. The teeth that were neither yellow nor brown, simply weren't anymore. They had fallen out. One had bitten into a toffee and stayed there. Assorted fruit-flavoured chews had claimed others. This is what young Alfie looked like when he smiled. That's what he looked like when he smiled. Page 2. Demon Dentist. That's because this 12-year-old boy hadn't gone to the dentist since he was very little. Alfie's last visit was when he was around 6. It was a simple case of toothache, but it was simple case of toothache, but it ended in a disaster. The dentist was an Asian man, Mr. Erstwhile. Despite his good intentions, Mr. Erstwhile should have retired many years before. The dentist didn't look like a tourist. He had old tortoise, and that he wore glasses so thick they made his eyes appear to be the size of the tennis balls. Mr. Erstwhile told Alfie the tooth in question was rotten. A filling wouldn't save it, and unfortunately he had no option. He had no option to take it out. The dentist yanked and yanked and yanked with his huge steel forceps, but the tooth wouldn't come. Mr. Erstwhile even rested his foot upon the chair by Alfie's head over leather himself against the whole wrench. Tooth out. Still, it wouldn't come. The ancient dentist then enlisted the help of even older dental nurse. Miss Prigg was an instructor to hold on to him and tug as hard as she could. Even then the tooth wouldn't come out. Soon they had recipe. Miss Veal was asked to step into the room to help. Miss Veal weighed more than Mr. Erstwhile and Miss Prigg together, but even with all her ballast, all the tooth would not come out. Demon Dentist. Just then, the dentist had an idea and ordered Miss Prigg to fetch some particular thick dentist floss. He carefully tried to the floss around the forceps and then looped it around Miss Veal and frame. The dentist instructed his round reception to leap out of the window on the count of 3. But even with all the Mrs. Veal's instant way, yanking on the boy's tooth, it still wouldn't come. With poor young Alfie still lying in terror on the dentist chair, Mr. Erskine stepped into his waiting room to quest reinforcements. The growing crowd of patients waiting to be seen were all the up-to-date patients, young and old, fat and thin. The elderly dentist needed all the help he could get. Nevertheless, even with a lengthy human chain and all, the arm yanked the tooth to stay. But the tooth stayed. Well, and the truth put, by this time, poor little Alfie was in great distress. The pain of having his tooth pulled out was 100 times worse than the toothache. However, Miss Erskine, was determined to finish what he had started, sweating furiously. Oh, the thirsty dentist took a large swig of mouthwash and gripped onto the forceps as tightly as she could. Finally, after what seemed like days, weeks, even months of yanking, Alfie heard a deafening The demon had gripped so hard he had crushed the tooth. It exploded into thousands of tiny fragments inside. Alfie's mouth with the officially over Mr. Eastwell, and all his helpers were lying in a tangled heap of the surgery floor. "Well done, everyone," he announced. "All his ancient Miss Prig has helped him to feet. Oh, that tooth was a stubborn little blighter." Well, just then Alfie realised something. He had still had toothache. The dentist had taken out the wrong tooth.
Chapter 2, so like for part 2. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed chapter 1.